You don't need to play it on PC, Sarwatari. It's still playable on console, it's just PC is faster. But you can still get good times on console. It's only optimally it's only a difference about like a minute or like a minute and a half. It's just PC is definitely better. I need to get a fucking capture card that doesn't have delay. Yeah. The biggest difference between this and all gems is that you only revisit 3 levels. You revisit Jungle Rollers, Upstream, and Lights Out, and then you backtrack for Whole Hog, and that's it. Yo, Brom. Nope, not a Crash 2. Doing good today watching my game? Thanks. Glad you're doing well.
Let's go!
Yo, Kuma, thanks for the follow. There was a reason the 7 gems that were excluded. Like, in terms of like the run itself, they were just the 7 longest gems. There were the 7 longest gems that could be avoided. Like, I think Depp just went through all his golds and saw which splits were the longest and just took those out. Am I playing on Switch? No, this is PC. Switch, all the console versions are capped at 30. Switch, I would argue, probably has like points where it dips lower than that more often than console does. Like, Switch, performance-wise, is the worst version. The thing is that casually, I don't think the Switch version is bad. It's just speed-wise, it's definitely the roughest one to run on. Do the Golden Monkeys category in Warped. I like all Golden Monkeys. I just don't like one Golden Monkey because Crody fucking murdered it. Also because it's like a 1.5 minute category. That was a one and done meme for me. No, PS4 Pro is also 30 FPS. All the console versions are 30 FPS. Yeah, the PS4 Pro version can be played in 4K. Yeah, PC is the only one that can do 60. Yeah, PC can do. PC natively supports 60 max, but like you can make it go above 60, but we don't allow that for speedruns because it's horrendously unfair. Are you buying NST from Steam? I think it's definitely worth it. It's probably cheaper now too. Like, it's probably like $20 or less. I think that's definitely worth it. Hasn't gone nominal? There is uncapped FPS, but nobody's done it yet. Nobody's done category extensions except for me, and we've got that entire board set up for fuckers. Someone do Power Mod 102. That category is sick as shit. Gave your monitor a res screen? That's crazy. think Crash 1 benefits from the remake. I agree, actually. I think Crash 1 benefits a shit ton from the remake. First try. Please clap. I'm so good. Love when this game does that. The funny thing is that 120 FPS like would help certain aspects of the game and then also make certain aspects harder. Or like uncapped FPS rather. No, the higher the frame rate, the easier it is to hob slide, which is why it's especially dumb in like Crash 2 and Crash 3. But like Crash's movement in general is like it gets slightly faster the higher the frame rate, which is part of why 60 FPS is faster. It's also why hob sliding is easier on PC because Crash falls faster. So when you get like triple-digit frame rates, it becomes a lot easier to hob slide. And I think at a certain point you can hob slide on nearly flat surfaces. You wish the PS4 Pro could handle Crash 60 that. So do I, honestly. I didn't realize how great 60 FPS is for this game until I played it. My theory with NST and like frame rate on consoles is probably that like there are certain parts of the game that can definitely be that consoles can definitely handle at 60 FPS, and then other parts where it struggled, so they just capped it at 30 just to keep it consistent. And then to keep it consistent between versions of the game, they probably just like made it the same way on PS4 Pro and Xbox One X. I don't fucking know. That's my theory. In my experience, like the levels that the PC version on like lesser PCs has the hardest time running at 60 FPS are like the prehistoric levels in Crash 3 and like the snow levels in Crash 2. And on like regular PS4, those levels could also lag. Not so much on PS4 Pro, but they definitely did on regular PS4 when I had that. Ain't gonna try any of that fancy shit. Most you're gonna see out of me is that. Do I have PS4? Yeah, it's what I play CTR on. Funny thing, I bought a PS4 Pro and then sold my friend my old PS4 solely to have better loads on NST when loads were still like super bad. And also there's like a... Ugh! You're amazed. It's not even hard. You think games like this will run better on PS5? Maybe. Well, like, we do loadless timing, so I don't know if it would be free time save. It depends on, like, if it's laggier or if it, like, runs at a better frame rate. Then, like, maybe. But if it's just better loads, it won't make a difference. In terms of the speedrun, because we already do loadless. If PS5 has 60 FPS, that would really be good for the barrier of entry. Because right now, it's like, to get a really good time, you just generally recommend you just get PC, and some people just can't afford that. But yeah, my secret ending is a misc we just added, and it's been requested for a while. Because VV doesn't know how to program, you can reach the end of the Great Hall with only 20 gems. So the goal of this category is just getting to the secret ending. It doesn't, like, with... So essentially, you just skip 7 gems in the game. Which is basically just every revisit except for... It's every revisit except for upstream, jungle rollers, and lights out, and then you also cut out fumbling in the dark and castle machinery. Oh yeah, for games that like don't do loadless, it probably will make a difference. Just in the case of Crash, it won't. Now imagine Nitro Field with good loads though. Oh my god! How did I even miss that? Nitro Field with 60 FPS would be beautiful. Please put it on PC. Are you fucking kidding me? Fuck this level, dude. I hate this level so much. say it's postponed due to coronavirus. It could be. Fuck Native Fortress. COVID-19 ruining all the fun? Yeah, it's kind of a big deal though, so I'd rather people take it seriously. Even if it means a lot of stuff gets delayed or canceled. I'd rather have a game come out later and be alive for it, and have more people be alive for it, than have stuff come out normally and have a lot of people die as a result. At least pollution levels are lowering a bit. Yeah. What did I think of GameStop trying to stay open during this? I don't know, like... Probably shouldn't. I would like everybody to know that these are week 1 Ripperoo strats that I've never updated. Is there a faster way to kill him? Yeah, you damage abuse. I know how to do it in OG, I just don't know how to do it in NST. I never cared enough. The way I did it is only like 5 seconds slower, I think. Secret ending is just getting to the end of the Great Hall. I think that Crash one looks better than the others. Aesthetically or gameplay wise? Aesthetically, it's fucking gorgeous. Yeah, I can see that. It definitely looks better than Crash 2. Yeah, I've heard those rumors, Michael. I don't really put a lot of stock into rumors, though. They also had a lot more development time for Crash 1 than they did for Crash 2 and 3. Like, Crash 1, I think it was in development for like 3 years. Like, OG at least. And then 2 and 3 were both like a year. I don't know, I think in the remake, Crash 3 is also... Like, Crash 3 in both versions is also really pretty. And I think Crash 3 looks good. I think Crash 2 looks good OG, it's just kind of in NST. I'll be honest, I guess that spin wasn't real. I would not mind a Crash Bash remake, or not Crash Bash. I would definitely mind a Crash Bash remake. Fuck that. That should never happen. I would not mind a Wrath of Cortex remake. It's not what I would prefer, but I would still get it and probably enjoy it. Not risk anything. didn't feel like I lost 15, 13 seconds there, but I mean, I'd rather it be a remake that takes liberties than a straight, like, one for one, because Twalk definitely has flaws. Honestly, even just taking Twalk and giving it NST mechanics would not be bad. I don't know why I'm getting that. And you don't fucking... Crash Mom remake. Everyone's dream. Shouldn't have gone to the left. No, I don't play Crash 1. That is such a bad death. Are you fucking kidding me? I hate how checkpoint starved this game is, honestly. I was at the end of the level too, and I lost fucking 30 seconds because of that shit. Ah, this fucking game. Crash 1 sucks. There were possibilities of a sequel to Twins that never panned out. It sucks. Like, I wish Twins had done better, because I think in the hands of like TT Oxford, the franchise would have been treated well. But I think this series is also being treated fine right now, so. Naughty Dog only had a contract for 3 Crash games with Universal, and then they managed to make a deal with Sony to make CTR without Universal's involvement, and then from there, like, they both chose to move on and also, like, didn't have the rights to Crash anyway. Yeah, like, Naughty Dog actually, like, never technically owned Crash. Next Crash might be PS exclusive. I doubt it. Multi-platform releases are too profitable, I feel. It might be timed exclusive like NST was, but even then I doubt it. Yeah, Universal always owned Crash. Naughty Dog was just the people who made it and developed it. Universal was also kind of like raging dickheads to Naughty Dog, so fuck them. Like, I could see like a timed exclusive for the next Crash game, but at the same time, like, nitro fueled started out on every console. Like, I think it'd just be smarter for them to do multi-platform. There's nothing wrong with the games being multi-platform. It means more people get to enjoy it. Dude, if the next Crash game was just PC from the get-go, that'd be amazing. You can make that if you're like really fast. Fuck off. And I've started on every console, and PS4 sold the most. That doesn't mean it didn't deserve to be on the other consoles. Does Nitro Fuel get a sequel? Does it even need a sequel at this point? It's already got like the most content of any Crash game by like a significant amount. I shouldn't have done that probably. I guess it wasn't a completely useless mask, it just wasn't particularly amazing. I do need this key. I don't need the key in Jaws because you don't actually go to fumbling. But I still need to go into the bonus round, which is hot. Fucking love Iron Checkpoint Crate. I will only accept a Crash Bash remake if you can play as Iron Checkpoint Crate. Oh yes, I love Sunset Vista. And all these amazing cycles. Who's gonna gold? I would play that game. Crash and Mario Kart Tag Team Racing Fueled, hell yeah. I want an actual good sequel to PlayStation All-Stars. That was such a good idea that just wasn't executed well at all. Also, it's kind of crazy and ironic that PlayStation All-Stars is very much a relic of its time. When you look at like the roster in PlayStation All-Stars, it's a bunch of like franchises that were very, very relevant in like the early 2010s and then are very much not relevant now. And then finally, like, one of the most relevant characters in that game is fucking Sir Daniel from Medieval. I'm okay with them not remastering Tag Team Racing because that game's not good. Fuck you, Koala Kong. If I was good at this game, I just wouldn't even do this part. Sir Daniel got fucked by time more than Crash. Sir Daniel got a remaster. It's 2020 and you want to know who's more relevant between Sir Daniel and Cole McGrath? Sir Daniel. That's crazy. Tag team racing is fun. The on foot portions of tag team racing are fun. That's how I feel, Michael. Tag team racing tracks were pretty cool. I can't remember a single tag team racing track I actually enjoyed. Just gonna not get that because this one's probably better. Bottom 5 tracks in CTR from 5 to 1. I think it'd be easier for me to say 1 to 5 because I know my least favorite track is still Dragon Mines. Infamous hasn't gotten anything in like 6 years. Prehistoric Playground and Koala Carnival are probably up there. Spyro Circuit, maybe. I don't know. Even though Spyro Circuit's kind of bland, I think I still don't hate it as much as something like Turbo Track or whatever. I don't know. Android Alley is another one I don't like. Or not Android. No, Android Alley's good. Assembly Lane. I don't like that one. Infamous ended after 2, so thus serving my point even more. And Infamous just hasn't been relevant. Fuck, even like Uncharted, Uncharted hasn't got. Well, I would say Uncharted is still relevant, if anything, just because it was so incredibly amazing that like even if it goes dormant for a few years, people will still remember it. And Naughty Dog will still probably go back to it just because it's such a good franchise. Even if Nathan Drake's not at the forefront, Uncharted is still a franchise. Even some of their even some of the older franchises that they represented, like Jak and Daxter, Sly Cooper, are all like fucking dead. I think Ratchet still gets games though. Doesn't Cole die at the end of Infamous 2? There was like some Killzone game on PS4, and then like I think that was like the last we heard of that franchise. Uncharted's pretty much done though. Nathan Drake is done. That doesn't mean the Uncharted franchise is done. I could see them going back to it with like other, like Uncharted Lost Legacy was good. I love Uncharted 4. I love Uncharted 4's story. I think Uncharted 4 story is the best of the franchise because it's the one where like Uncharted 3 and Uncharted 4 are the ones where they actually tried to have like good stories, and then Uncharted 4 is where like they did it without like significant issues. this up. I should not have gotten that. Remember PS Battle Royale? That's what sparked this conversation. Funnily enough, God of War and PlayStation All-Stars got complaints for being overrepresented, and then like, it's one of the few franchises from that game that's still alive. The version of Devil May Cry they represented was the DMC remake that nobody liked. Raiden from Metal Gear's in it, but Konami fucking shot Metal Gear in the face like 10 times, so you know. That's pretty funny, Pete. No, but I do like legitimately really love Uncharted. Dante is still relevant because Devil May Cry is still relevant, but it's not. But like, that version of Dante in PlayStation All-Stars is not relevant because it's the remake Dante that everybody hated, and like Capcom went back on because they're like, oh wait, we fucked up. Reminder that this song slaps, and if anybody disagrees, they're wrong. Gravity Rush got a sequel, but it was like a few years ago. But yeah, Gravity Rush is among the more relevant, I suppose. Oh yeah, the big platform with the 5 crates, yeah. Fat Princess got like, what, 1 or 2 like small games? Uncharted 1 is the worst of the series changer. I don't think anybody would dispute that. I don't even think Uncharted 1 is a bad game, but I think it's a distinctly like decent game. It's like Uncharted 1 is decent, Uncharted 2 is a fucking masterpiece, Uncharted 3 is almost really good, it just has a couple really glaring flaws, and Uncharted 4 is also a fucking masterpiece. And then Lost Legacy is like really good for a spin-off game that was born as like expansion DLC. Like, I really enjoyed Lost Legacy. Like, I definitely liked it more than 1, and I would argue I liked it more than 3. But 4 is definitely my favorite. Oh, the other irony about PlayStation All-Stars is just that Crash and Spyro aren't in it, and then right now Crash and Spyro 2 are like the big franchises that people relate PlayStation to, because the remakes were just that successful. Lost Legacy is good. Like, it's short. It's like about half the length of a regular Uncharted game, but I don't entirely hate that. I liked that it was a short game that I could just play through. And honestly, I thought it was really good. Like, I really enjoyed it. It doesn't change a lot mechanics-wise from Uncharted 4, but I don't really think it needed to either. With how shortly after Uncharted 4 it came out. It's like people criticize it for being too similar to Uncharted 4. I was like, it did start out as DLC for Uncharted 4, so I don't know what you guys wanted. Uncharted casual run? You mean like a casual playthrough? I'd be down for playing through like Uncharted 2 or 4, maybe 3. I don't know. I'd be willing to play through all of them except for Uncharted 1. Uncharted 1 is honestly just really, really boring. Like, Uncharted 1, I'd probably give like a 6 or 7 out of 10. 2 gets a 10. 3 gets like an 8 or a 9. And then 4 gets a 10. And then Lost Legacy definitely gets like a 9. When was the last time I streamed something casual? Not counting CTR, it's been a while. I was gonna do Final Fantasy VII next week because I wanna replay the original before the remake comes out. I've got like 2 weeks before that happens. Chloe's a really fucking good character. Like, Chloe's a good character. Nadine was a character with a lot of potential that just wasn't explored well in Uncharted 4 as she could have been. I also want to replay The Last of Us before Part 2 comes out. I don't know, there's a lot of casual stuff I could do. Chloe can get it, that she can. I also still have to do the Kingdom Hearts 3 DLC. I just never bought it. I was just like, I'll buy it eventually, and then I didn't. The name of the black... That was Nadine. Yeah, Nadine was a... Honestly, like, in Uncharted 4, even Rafe, like, the main villain, Rafe, I think he is the best villain in any Uncharted game. Like, I even think he's better than Lazarevich. I've heard good things about the KX3 DLC. I just keep putting it off. I also heard they like actually like did an update to the base game that made it play better. Like it's like less floaty, which is good because definitely a issue I had with KH3 was that the gameplay was like really slow compared to fuck off. It's okay. I didn't want to do hyper jump and slippery climb anyway. Yeah, basically. Compared to fuck off, Kingdom Hearts 3 is really floaty. I was gonna say compared to KH1 and KH2, KH3 felt really floaty. KH3 also felt way too cinematic. Like every single time like you did like 3 basic combos, Sora would just like have this really long Keyblade transformation animation. I'm just like, this gets tiring after like a couple. Like, can we please stop? I don't know. I feel like KH3 just tried to be too flashy, which, surprise, surprise, it was developed by the Osaka team at Square Enix, who have made some utter masterpieces of Kingdom Hearts games, like Birth by Sleep and Dream Drop Distance, games that I definitely don't have many, many problems with. I'm sweating like a hooker in church. You brought a hooker to church? Sully is such a good character. The dead Skylanders franchise. Oh yeah, they made like Skylanders Imaginators and then just died. Yeah, absolutely. BBS's story is fantastic, and then the actual gameplay sucks. And then Dream Drop Distance takes it the extra mile, where its story and its gameplay sucks. Honestly, I didn't think the Skylanders Crash looked that terrible. I definitely do prefer the NST version of them, though. Skylanders was good before they overdid it. I mean, what do you expect with toy-driven franchises? Toy-driven franchises that make a lot of money, plus Activision. Sounds pretty Guitar Hero to me. Aqua is definitely a really cool character. Like, I like the story of Birth by Sleep. It is basically the only thing about it I like. And even then, like, some of it feels pretty bland. Like, the Disney worlds still kind of suffer from just being exceedingly pointless. But I feel like overall they did a better job of handling it in BBS than they did in KH2. Where a lot of the, like, when I replay Kingdom Hearts 2, I find myself wanting to skip a lot of the cutscenes. Just because, like, a lot of the game is just so exceedingly unnecessary. Like, all the Disney stuff, like, just doesn't matter. But, like, Birth by Sleep doesn't have that problem as bad, but still it does kind of feel a little fluffy in the middle. Honestly, I think Kingdom Hearts 1 is the only one that gets it, like, precisely right. That's why Kingdom Hearts 1 is the best one. And I will fight people over that. Kingdom Hearts 1 is the best Kingdom Hearts game. Kingdom Hearts 2 has the best combat. It has the best, like, bonus content and, like, boss battles. Kingdom Hearts 1 is the best game overall. It's also my favorite game of all time. So, you know. I don't know. This Final Fantasy VII Remake's looking hot. It might contest Kingdom Hearts. Yeah, like, Kingdom Hearts 3, like, it had some worlds with, like, really awesome plots. Like, Toy Story, Monsters, Inc. Like, those worlds were fantastic. I respect the effort they did in making At World's End a little unique, but at the same time, it kind of suffered with Sora, Donald, and Goofy were just there. Arendelle is, like, by far the worst world in Kingdom Hearts 3, and probably the worst world in, like, one of the worst worlds in any Kingdom Hearts game. It's so fucking bad. I personally liked Corona, but that's partly because I'm just a really big fan of Tangled. I don't actually think it was, like, that good of a area. Yeah, I agree, Pete. Like, Kingdom Hearts 2, it's really sad. Kingdom Hearts 2 is the only Kingdom Hearts game with a definitively happy ending. Where, like, the series could have ended there and it would have been completely fine. Although I think Kingdom Hearts 1 comes close, where it's, like, bittersweet, but it's also, like, if there had never been a Kingdom Hearts sequel, I probably would have been okay with it. But Kingdom Hearts 3's ending fucking pissed me off. I was so disappointed by that. I was like, are you fucking kidding me? Yeah, Final Fantasy VII Remake's gonna be episodic, which is, like, my only real complaint with it. But I also kind of understand it. Oh yeah, they fucked up 100 Acre Wood. Like, I like Kingdom of Corona because I really love Tangled. That's one of my favorite Disney movies. But it really is, like, it suffers from a lot of the same problems that Arendelle has, where Sora, Donald, and Goofy is just kind of there. Where are the other... What other worlds were in Kingdom Hearts 3? Like I said, Toy Box was good. Monstropolis was good. What the fuck else was there? Kingdom of Corona, Arendelle was awful. Kingdom Hearts, okay, so Recom has, like, the exact opposite problem of Birth by Sleep. And that Kingdom Hearts story is, or, like, Recom's story is so terrible. And, like, it's entirely pointless until the last, like, 15 minutes. But Kingdom Hearts, like, Recom's gameplay is, like, actually not terrible. Like, for a DS game, and it handles the command deck system better than any other game that tries. Like, I used to have a really low opinion of Recom, but then, like, after playing BBS and Dream Drop Distance so many times, I gained a really deep appreciation for both Recoded and Days. Like, I really like Days. Even if it's, like, repetitive, at least it's, like, interesting. Oh yeah, San Francisco. That was also good. I really enjoyed San Francisco. Yo, 511 is all of the original first 3 Crash games, The Wrath of Cortex, and Twinsanity. Alright, so I have to go into the bonus round and get this gem, but I don't need to grab the key, because we're not going to go into fumbling in the dark. You love Twin Sanity? So do I. I actually ranked, like on my Twitter, I ranked every speedrun category I've ever done, and Twin Sanity was first ahead of Crash 3 108. Yeah, I know Rex is doing like a lot of 411s this week, and 511 was like originally like a channel point incentive I had, but I passed 1,600 followers like about a couple weeks ago. And honestly, it keeps going up. And then like my 5-year speedrun anniversary is today, so I was like, oh, it lines up. Let's just do the 511 to celebrate both. So I decided I'll just do it. Also, like, I'm the only person who like semi-actively runs all 5, to my knowledge. Like, in terms of people who have like done all 5, it would be like me, and then like a lot of like the like older like veteran Crash runners. So like I think Rabbit has a time on all of them. I don't know if Pete does, but like the next closest would be Rex, who like actively runs like all of them except for Twins. Fuck off. That's great. You missed Joe running Twins. I mean, he's just taking break for like what, a month. But he got 111 like what, a week, like a month ago. Let the man rest. Joe plays a lot of speed games, and he's like top level at every single one of them. The man's actually legendary. Dude's a legendary speedrunner. He's also a really good person. Let him play what he wants. Rab's never. I thought he had a run on the board. I was looking through it yesterday. I was like, is there anybody who has done all 5 games besides me? And I thought I saw Rab on there. I don't remember checking for you, Pete, but I just assume you've done every Crash game. Yeah. We were actually talking about this a few days ago. If somebody wanted to do like an any % of every single Crash game, and like we concluded it's like the only person who could realistically do that right now is you. Who's the record holder in Twin Sanity? Any %? I think it's Noah. I think Noah has 1359. Dust has 2, 3, and Twins, and he has technically done Crash 1, but he deleted it from the leaderboards because it was bad. I don't know why I'm jumping here. That terrified me. 511 is not like an official category, but I'll probably get it added to the like the multiple Crash board. I feel like I did this wrong. Oh, I did that mad wrong. I got the key anyway. Oh, you have done it, Pete? Nice. I looked on the like leaderboard of like every game, and I just like did a guesstimate. I was like, okay, like decent in this game would be like this time, and I was like, how long would it be? And I came to like, if you were decent in every single Crash game, I'd say it'd probably be close to like 24 hours. Oh. Oh, Gingerbread Joyrides was stupid. Doing the Bionos race now? Hell yeah. For those who are curious as to why I just saved that much time, I'm actually comparing against my all gems PB. So I'm gonna save like a shit ton of time here, because all that's left is the lab and backtrack, and there's like almost no backtracking in this category. You only go back to like 3 levels, 3 or 4. Yeah, you revisit 3 levels and then you have to go back and do a whole hog. I need to be careful. I'm gonna fucking die. Be careful. This is scary with no masks. I hate doing this level without masks. Yo, Karen, for good luck. Yeah, sub 34 on TMNT, 2,300% easy. Nice. Good shit, man. Yeah, I need to fix some of these golds. Like this whole hog, I'm gonna lose a few seconds also. Ooh. I almost entered up the creek. That would have been terrible. Take the warp, just 26 till 2. Oh, hell yeah. Do it. Oh my god. Fuck. I was gonna slow down jungle rollers also. I'm not gonna have triple mask at the beginning. Oh god damn. Can my throat stop? I copied that from Depp, except I did it wrong. Oh god damn it. I swear I'm not dying. I'm gonna lose like 5 seconds in. No, it's definitely not Ebola. I'm gonna be more concerned. Someone please find jungle roller skip. Oh, there's not a lot of time left, Senpai. There's like maybe a minute. A little more than a minute. I'd say maybe 2 minutes. Doesn't matter, because next thing is Great Hall. Alright, I got the real name for this category, guys. We'll call it 88%. How are you in the secret ending with all the gems? Vicarious Visions is the reason you can do that. Thank you, Vicarious Visions, and your inability to program the Great Hall. Or patch it. God run? I fucking wish. Depp has a 59 already. He did 1 run and got sub 1 because he's a legend. But also of note, that is 20 minutes faster than my all gems run. The 7 gems you take out cut 20 minutes out of this run. So yeah, with that said, now that I've experienced this category, I can honestly say I'm glad we made all gems the main category, because it's way more interesting. 20 gems. Fucking hell. Fucking VV, dude. Alright, I'm gonna use the bathroom, and then I'll probably play, like, a game I like.